Hey everyone, I'm going to be filming the Mels Tells All this year in my room. It's still summer and to be honest, my AC is not working again, and with the heat still, I'm just always dying in my car right now. Oh my gosh, it's dying, this heat. I'm so over summer. Plus, I'm a little bit more sane at night with having the AC on from time to time, and just like a nighttime breeze is always really nice. I'm ready for fall, I'll tell you that. So I decided to kind of film right now instead of having that picture perfect location because I honestly have a lot going on in my head, and I just want to share with y'all how I'm actually doing post the season finale or the whole season in general. I just want to update you guys of how everything played out with that in my life. So let's get in with it. Season finale is a little tricky because unfortunately my laptop shut down due to not enough storage because your girl's always editing. The season finale was a month after. I had the finale originally filmed. Basically, there was a weekend that technically was in the week, but I consider it like a weekend because my parents were gonna be gone for a few days. I originally filmed the whole time for the season finale and then my laptop shut down. So I had to refilm it at the end of the month when my laptop came back and I had a purpose for it again. I was just happy to film it before September. That was like my goal. Yeah, so at the start, it was back in July, a couple months now. I was supposed to see family in Ohio, and then my anxiety just got to the worst of me and decided like not this year. So yeah, like a good question is, do I plan on going out back east? Obviously I want to with my whole heart. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I'd love for it to be later on this year, but at the same time, I'm just not fully sure right now because if I were to travel anywhere else, I wouldn't mind it being like Washington, or I really want to take a beach trip in Oregon, something like close to home, because I don't know, like I did a lot of traveling last year, and with everything in the world still being crazy, I just don't really like traveling too far from home right now. Even the Las Vegas trip back when I filmed season 3 was really hard. Even when I was in Ohio during season 4, it was really tough behind the scenes because I got sick and I wasn't feeling too well. It's so tough because there's a lot of family members I haven't seen in 2 years. So if at some point I do go back, I don't have a timeline for it. I don't know when I'm gonna go back. I would love to. Maybe it'd be like a road trip someday. I would definitely love to, whether if it's this year, later on, sometime next year. But if it's not gonna be this year or next year, definitely, hopefully in 2 years, I'll feel better about it. We'll just have to see like what happens. Cause part of me is like maybe in 2 years. I just don't have that urge to go out there anymore. This year kind of was like that telling point because I've went out there like every single year of my life except for this year. So technically I was there for one day at the start of 2021, but then I went home, so I don't know if that really counts because I was there for winter break for the first time. I don't know what's gonna happen with all of that, honestly. If I were to go back out east though, I'd really love to visit my uncle. He lives in Missouri due to work, and I just wish I could see him. We'll see what happens. I have to feel like more up to it. Episode 2, I started socializing with friends, but some personal tea happened after episode 2, and that was kind of why in episode 3 I had like my breaking point. So much had happened in my personal life where I just felt so over life. I feel bad sometimes to cry on the channel because I'm not trying to be like, you know, a crier or dramatic or anything. It's just me being honest and real. I always feel like throughout my life, people always had said like I have it made and all this stuff, whether if it was family or friends. I felt like a lot of people would always just like look at me and judge the fact that I have it together. And that's why in my videos, I'm always 100% real, because I don't have it together. And I don't like that throughout my life people have thought that. That's not been true at all. Like I've had to work hard for things I've really wanted, and life hasn't always been easy for me. And yeah, like in episode 4, we're feeling lonely. Yeah, that's pretty normal for me. You know, I think of a lot of my family members and like they're married or have a family or they're dating, and me, I just feel like I'm just like chilling out, you know? Vibing by myself with my animals. I feel like I have no one to relate to. I always feel so lonely. I was really happy of how the season finale turned out, just like being with my best friend. You know, she's really helped me through my hard time in life right now, because yeah, it's been really hard. I always like September right now to be a good month because it's my birthday month, but I'm definitely struggling. I'm also taking a month off from therapy because I know in the season I kind of talked about like not liking it 100%, so I decided to take a month off. I don't know, the guy that told me actually that he didn't see himself with me 20 something plus years down the road, okay, weirdly enough, like wants to stay my friend. I mean, cool, but like to me it just doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you tell someone that and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, you want to keep in touch? So I'm kind of dealing with that right now of like, what's the best decision for me? Because I can't put myself through something like that again. So I'm kind of struggling, and we reunited since like 2 months ago when he told me that, and it was just so awkward, and I don't know if I can keep going with a friendship. I'm always gonna think the world of this guy, but it's just like, I don't know, after he said that, it's just a lot to recover. I don't know what the right thing is to do, honestly. Obviously, I'd love to be friends, but he kind of made it seem like we weren't going to stay friends, and I had accepted that and was moving forward because, you know, I want to be with a guy that wants to be with me 20 something plus years down the road, you know, and clearly he didn't, you know? So yeah, I don't know. So I'm kind of stressed about that, and then I'm also kind of just sad because I'll be real, I did meet a guy a month ago that I actually really liked, and unfortunately we didn't have enough time together. We only went on one date. We did kiss that night, but that was all. Nothing serious came about it, but we haven't kept in touch because, well, he doesn't actually live where I live. So yeah, just my luck in dating. I just feel like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just so tired of it, liking the guys that I can't have. I don't know. Because like I had talked about this season with a guy I used to like in college, which by the way, I'm not into him anymore. This particular guy I talked about in episode 3, with like seeing him off and happy and me being sad and depressed. It's just like a form of jealousy because like I want a relationship with someone, and like he kind of put me through the ringer, and it's like, why are you off and happy and I'm over here so deserving of that, and why am I not getting that, you know? Not like he doesn't deserve it like I had mentioned, but I want to feel happy too, you know? I haven't felt that in a long time. So this month emotionally is a little hard because of all of that, and just this whole season of filming in general has been pretty hard. So I really want to take a trip on my birthday because I know I'm deserving of it. I don't really have any friends. I don't know who I can get to go with me. My birthday's tough at home because like my parents are obviously divorced, so I'm always kind of like struggling of like who to spend my birthday with. And I used to go on a couple vacations, so that kind of made it easy because I'd be like out of town. This year I'm trying to figure it out. I want to either do something in Oregon or go to Washington. I just like want an escape to celebrate myself turning 23. What I hope is to come when I turn 23 is to feel free, honestly. I want to feel independent and get my life going again. That's all for this tell all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is late at night, so that's why I'm like a little tired and maybe a little emotional. It's been a rough time in my life right now, but I'm trying to get it together the best I can. I hope you guys are staying safe. I do love you guys so much.